Copic Doll. Let's do a recap and meet our vampires. Directly to my left is the doctor. Cyrus, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, my name is Valentine. I'm your demonic cafe owner, and I'm playing Cyrus, the doctor. Cyrus, he's very particular. He's very wise, very smart, and very straightforward with himself. He has a bit of a mystery to him, but yes, he's a smart boy. I don't know what to say right now.
Up next, we have Spectre.
Hello, I'm playing Viola Leverage, and she is a magician, likes to entertain the masses, and honestly, just looking for a way out. So back to you, Copic.
Up next, we have Lucas, and aka Inu.
Hi, I'm Inu. I'm a pirate VTuber. Make music and just play games. I'm playing Lucas, the mafia cleaner of our group, and I just don't play games.
We have the Net-chan.
Hi, my name's the Net-chan. I'm a variety streamer. I'm playing Blythe, and she's a Malkavian, and she's a fortune teller, and she's just a treat.
Next, last but certainly not least, Sly.
Hello, my name is Sly, your intergalactic spice trading fox, and I trade spices for information, and I am playing the character Mads O'Shea. She is curious, shall we say.
And those are our vampires. Without further ado, tell a vampire story. Sorry for the loud noise. Let me make sure everybody's turned up. Okay. Last time, it's quite eventful. Half of the coterie went to Club Haven, a BDSM dive, prayer of debauchery, a vampire feeding ground. The party was able to gather some interesting information involving mortals being required to have certain doctor's visits, all within the last 6 months. With some quick talking, previously still, the coterie was able to convince Sloane potentially acquire those documents for them. We got to see a very interesting obsession begin to play out between Lazarus Kane and Mads O'Shea. Even interesting still, we got to witness Lucas in the Hunter's game. It's a spooktastic event that takes place near Club Haven, where individuals sign a waiver to be hunted. It's also a feeding game, unbeknownst to most mortals. Lucas had the pleasure of meeting a knight. Though he dressed in modern clothes, there was undoubted a man with a creed. Across Salem, the doctor and the newest childer, the youngest of the coterie, Blythe, managed to save a million and take down a wicked-looking vampiress. Cyrus reached out to a powerful entity, grandfather, kindred by the name of Kadal. I think that pretty much summarizes for the most part.
Yep.
Last time's episode will be edited and put up on YouTube soon. There was like an electrical problem, so getting both sections of the game was a little wonky. But regardless, here and now, we start the evening with Xyrus and Blythe returning to St. Mary's. Right? That's what we decided on? You're headed back to your hospital, or are you going to your
Yep,
private
we're all in
residence?
the hospitals.
Yep.
One by one, everyone arrives. But before their arrival, Xyrus, is there anything that you would like to prepare or do in this building that is your domain?
I think the initial thing he does is he brings his daughter to one of the hospital beds in a secure, like, isolated room. He checks on her, brushes her hair, makes sure she's okay. And then he goes back out and he grabs a blood bag. He feeds himself. And he just tries to take a moment to calm himself, to prepare his mind for what's to come next.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything for Blythe then?
Let's see. Once we get back to the hospital, I think she's just gonna wait. Wait, are we in this? I assume we're in the same area that we were in before when we were at the hospital.
Mhm.
I think she's gonna resume her seat that she was originally put at when they first arrived.
Like the
Probably
Okay.
has her cards back out. But yeah, she's just her version of chillin', probably talking to someone.
All right. If that's it, I need
Yeah.
everyone to roll a d10 that is not at
could
the
I-
hospital to see who arrives first.
Kopik,
Mm-hmm.
could I want to make a phone call. So,
On your way.
yeah, on my way to the hospital. Yeah. I would ask someone, like, excuse me, could I make a phone call?
Because you did drive to Club Haven with Lucas and Mads.
Mhm.
And Chad,
Mhm.
technically. So while you're driving, you want to make a phone call?
Yes.
Okay. Mads and Lucas?
I just asked them, can I make a phone call, please? In front of everybody.
I give her my phone.
Okay. You have a cell phone.
And so I call my assistant.
Okay.
And so I'm
Emil.
like,
I think it's Emil, I don't know.
it's Emily.
Emily?
Yes.
Haha, Emily. Okay.
Like, hello, Emily, darling. Listen, I'm going to the hospital, so I'm gonna be quite a bit late. Do you think you could bring the car around there? Thank you. Eventually, when we
She's
go
no-
home.
Just no problem doing that.
Thank you, Emily, darling. And please bring me a latte, if you will. Thank you. Pumpkin spice.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I just had to.
Gotta keep up those appearances.
Exactly. Appearances is very important to Viola. All right, and then I give the phone back.
Okay. She hands your phone back to you, Mads. where hers is, you aren't sure.
I take note that she asked to use my phone, and I save the number of her assistant in my phone.
Hell yeah. That's fun.
Got him. He's joking.
Got him!
Oh, yep, absolutely.
Okay. There's nothing else. Trailed by the sound of thunder and the pressure of rain swelling in the clouds above, the Escalade pulls up to the hospital. Chad gets out and opens the door for Viola, Mads. He assumes Lucas can get his own door.
Yeah.
Lucas is offended. I was joking.
No. Now Lucas is just mad. He's just like, nope.
Rude.
Needs a minute.
And you asked us to roll a d10, Kopic?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're all going to be there together, so don't worry about it. The D10 is now moot.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, as you get there, what would you guys like to do to get out of the car? Anything in particular? I'm asking just so you have a chance to give you an example. Things like sense the unseen. Just take a quick wits and awareness. And if you have Auspex, you can go ahead and add an extra dice.
Sure. Hold on. Is it 1 dice per point in Auspex, or is it 1 dice
How many
general?
points do you have in Auspex?
2.
You can add 2 dice to your pool.
And you said wits and awareness?
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out of dice. Okay. Oh, we ain't doing so bad. 4? 4?
4 successes?
Yes.
Undoubtedly, there is something beyond the veil lingering deep within this building. It's something you can almost taste. It's an old memory of taste for you, like toast that has been overcooked, sort of ashen. It's not entirely gross, but it isn't pleasant either.
Hmm. Can I go further with that, or am I just sensing that and then I'm just wondering if I can roll for insight to see if I can understand more, or even occult to see if I know anything? Or is it too...
Roll. Yeah, you can roll an occult. That'll be pretty interesting. So you guys are in the yellow area
Yes.
now. That's where the fire is.
Yellow leather.
Occult and anything else, or just occult?
Just occult.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 success.
That's it.
Of
That's all
3.
you needed.
Okay.
This place is haunted as fuck.
Good. It's great.
It's the hospital.
It is. Not only is it haunted by what you can tell, assuredly 100% is human spirits, there is something kindred. There is something ancient here. I mean, it makes sense. This is upstate New York, Salem. It is an old city, an old state. A lot of witchcraft, more than likely. And as you are looking, Viola and Lucas, you notice Mads gets this stance. She always gets this stance when she sees things. And
I'm used to it.
there's this breeze. And in the breeze, there's the ringing of a bell, a bicycle bell. Ting, 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 ting. And then as several bats screech off in the distance, swooping back around to brush past Mads alone. Yes.
Okay. It's... And do I add an attribute to that? No.
No. There's just wits and awareness. We're just your eyeballs. Unless you have like Eyes the Beast or Sense the Unseen, and if you do, you may add 1 extra dice to your dice pool.
I got
Nope.
1 success. Bad.
Okay.
Show that for
Lucas,
chat.
you need to roll a composure and then a rouse check.
I think I got a critical success, if you see it there. Wait, hold on. Never mind. I got a messy critical. Haha. Always.
Okay, so both of you need to make rouse checks then for different reasons. Lucas, yours is because of the smell of blood.
Okay.
But I do need Lucas, you to make a composure and an insight.
Oh, okay.
Where's the rouse checks on here? Ooh. Resolve. No. Where's rouse? Part of age.
I got 2 successes on that.
2 successes on composure and insight.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to make you roll the rouse check then. You do
Okay,
smell.
okay.
You do smell blood. It is disturbing. It's a little frightening because it's a kindred, and whatever kindred is out there in those woods, it's a lot of blood. That kindred's going to be hella hungry when they're done doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Also, why do the dice hate me in this in roll 20? I swear to God. That's a fail. For the rouse check.
You failed the rouse check?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You feel afraid in failing this rouse check. Not only are you hungrier, but for the rest of the scene, whatever kindred is in those trees, you are afraid of.
Okay.
Whatever that looks like for Viola. Typically, there's like different frenzy checks, and you're not necessarily like in a frenzy per se. You're just, the beast has fear, hunger, and like clan bane. For the sake of the story, you're just, they're scarier than Elizabeth. Hands down.
Ooh, if that's the case, then Viola starts backing up. She's like,
Okay. Mads,
Yes.
you see something far different than anyone else. As this kindred steps out of the tree line, you see shadows that move with tendrils like an octopus with 20 different legs, pulling at the trees, pulling itself forward like an ancient eldritch horror. You don't see the face of a man, but the face of a demon. No flesh, just a walking, fire, breathing, burning, lit from within skeleton. Until he speaks. You blink, and there's that whoosh, crinkle, crinkle-ding sound in your mind as you come back to the here and now. And let me show you a picture of what this man looks like coming out of the trees. And he is bleeding. Oh, my computer is struggling with everything that it's doing right now, guys.
yay!
Let's see.
The guy that walks out of the forest.
But I see him now, not what I was seeing before, yes?
Damn,
Correct.
he's hot. I mean, oh, scary. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's real scary. Let me see if I can
Why did you
show-
fail that rouse check?
Just roll better, forehead.
I'm trying, but roll 20
I mean,
hates
it's true.
me. Like literally, I've only had one critical success. I've always had
This
messy
is for
criticals.
this is for chat. This is basically what he looks like.
Yes, kitty. I don't know if you hear my cat, but that's my cat.
A kitten, but bitten. He just looks at each of you as if you are bugs beneath his shoe. And as he bleeds across the pavement, he moves his hand and a glove forms on his hand, covering the blood. And he says, if you are not a part of the coterie, I suggest you leave before I get very hungry. And then he reaches ahead of him, and the blood, like a bunch of serpents, move to St. Mary's, and they begin to enwrap it. They begin to crawl up the outside of the building, painting everything red. And you see these symbols begin to form. And in an ancient tongue, he whispers, and his eyes begin to glow. And then he removes the glove again that he's just put back on, and he touches the doorway, smearing it. And you get this distinct feeling that this is like smearing the front door in ancient Egypt. And suddenly all of those haunts are gone. Blythe, your conversation is cut short. There's the sound of screaming pain as 1,000 different ghosts are banished. This man stands 6'3". He looks about 210 pounds. Long, dark hair, tan skin, a nice trimmed goatee, and glowing red eyes. When he puts his gloves back on, the hospital that is painted red is back to its normal color, but there is undoubtedly magic here. He says, your names. And he's looking at the three of you.
Lucas Belline.
I am
And then
shaking.
his eyes shift to Viola.
Viola Leverage. And
Oh, no.
she's...
This is broken.
Oh god!
My-
I thought you were like, oh no, now you're dead. And I was like, god damn it. So soon? I thought I'd at least have another 30 minutes.
That's exciting. I wonder why it didn't go
Eternal
back to-
Copics.
Hey,
Share
it's
the
cool.
wrong screen.
I did. I think I
Yeah.
did.
It's okay.
I was just wondering. I
That's
look
it.
over and I'm like, that's a
Eternal.
lot of void we're going. It's going down deep in the dark void.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Forever growing.
I wonder why it won't let me. Anyways, then his eyes shift to you, Mads. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's the right one. Let's see.
For all those, Viola definitely looks scared. Like, scared.
There you go. That's the right one. Nice.
Oh, cool. Man.
Game.
All right, Mads, your turn.
I stare at him. And Mads O'Shea. I do not take my eyes away from him.
He leans in suddenly, and he smells. He says, "Are you Malkavian or are you Ventru?"
Malkavian.
Be careful what you eat, girl. Move aside. And then he steps around each of you, and he pushes open the door, but he doesn't ever touch it. It just opens for him. And once he's inside, he says, "Zyrus!"
Knew it. Had a feeling.
And then he begins to descend the steps. And as he does, all of the lights are flickering. Blink, 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 blink. And then they begin to pop. But the door is held open by some unseen hand for all of you. And
Is
it
it like
finally
a-
begins to rain.
Like a shadowy hand.
Like one you can't see, but you know is there.
Got it.
So we can't get in?
No, he's waiting. He's holding the door.
Oh,
open
he's
for you.
holding the door. Okay. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
but he's moving. Something is holding the door open for you.
I step forward and walk through the door.
I guess I'll wait to have a cigarette. Let's find out what's going on.
I'm gonna wait outside.
No, you're not.
I'm just like, I look so hesitant to enter the door, and I'm just like, with my eyes, I'm like, please don't make me go inside.
You remember how you dragged me into that club and I didn't want to go in? So
Yeah.
this is the same situation. This is payback. So you're coming in here with us to see what's going on.
And I'm like, you know, it's a lovely evening, and it
No,
would
too
be,
bad.
I have to wait for my, it's like, she's getting dragged in. She's like, you can tell that there is resistance, but like, according, like, he's so strong, it's like a rag doll.
Are you dragging her, Lucas?
Good shit.
I'm gonna laugh. Mads is gonna laugh. Just a little weird cackle in the background.
Absolutely.
As she walks forward.
This is probably super hilarious, but like for Viola, she's like on high alert. She's like, I want to run. I'm a runner. I'm not a fighter. I have a flight or fight instinct, and everything is telling me to like go away. So she's
Lucas is going to bully you into the hospital. All right, you guys need to stop barking. Get out of here. Go on. Go on, get.
oh, part of the atmosphere, you know. They're barking outside. The dog's barking outside the hospital.
Yeah, definitely could be. They would be. There would be hundreds of dogs barking and hiding at this guy's arrival. Zyrus, you hear your name called in a very familiar voice, and as the lights begin to blink and all of the computers start to shut down, grandfather is here.
Cyrus goes to the door of which you'd be coming from, and he stands patiently waiting for him. The moment he walks through, his head tilts down as a sign of respect. Grandfather.
This is Rise, my child. Where is she?
This way. She's okay right now. Shaken up, but she's okay. Here. And he leads him to the room.
Kate, Blythe, I need you to roll a composure and an insight, please.
All right. Let's see, my composure and an insight. Do I need to include a hunger for this?
Yes.
Okay. Damn! I got a messy critical?
You are also afraid. But you're not so afraid that you can't approach this guy. But this is the reason the ghosts ran away.
Right, she's just like putting her cards away, like watches them walk by. I see. I best keep my distance for a moment. And she'll like go to where he came from
Okay.
to see if anyone is coming in after him.
Yeah, you hear Lucas and Viola and Mads walking quietly.
Dragging her.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
perfect. We're all here again. Well, not here again. I mean, I'm here again. You're all here for the... Anyway, you're all here. Pleasant. Wonderful.
Oh, Blythe.
And I'm just like, I want to be as close to the door as possible.
Yeah, sure, you can be. Like, he actually leaves this main, like, bank of computers rooms, which looks like it's more a research facility than actual hospital. And he actually is headed back into a different hospital room. If anybody would like to watch what he's doing, the door is open for now. Zyrus is standing just beyond the threshold, and I'm going to roleplay with Zyrus for a moment. So if anybody wants to be curious, Malkavians, speak now or forever hold your peace.
What do you
I'm watching.
mean? Of course I'm
That's-
watching.
Of
That's crazy.
course.
You guys getting called out.
What?
Funny.
Why would we leave? Oh, curiosity.
Oh no, I'm keeping this one person that's trying to run at bay here.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Roll wits and awareness.
Curiosity killed the cat. Just saying.
It sure does, but that's okay.
Good
Wits
thing I'm
and
not a
awareness, you
cat.
said?
Need that. That's funny.
4 successes.
I also got 4.
Let's go,
Right.
Malkavians. Woo!
Okay, you guys are going to hear a bit of this, but it will depend on what Zyrus does. Kadal is leaning over his great-great-great-great-granddaughter, whatever, and he takes his gloves off. And he's already bleeding Zyrus. You know that it's taken quite a bit of magic energy for him to get here. And you already feel the wards. The place feels safer. And he begins to cast a spell over her. And he says, "Do you want her to remember? Or shall I take this night from her?"
She deserves a better night, a better life than what we can provide. Please, erase it.
As you wish. This will not be pleasant for her, Zyrus. She'll probably have to seek counseling in the human world.
He takes a deep breath, as if the regret of her just experiencing the night already is too much for him to handle. And he just nods his head.
As you wish. Your other option is she stays in our world. And she learns the truth of the evil that exists within. But you are her father.
He walks over, lifts her hand onto his, and just looks at her. No. A million is worth a million more times than this world. She's too pure. She deserves better.
The vampire who touched her is dead, yes?
There is one who got away, and I will find him.
Good. Then I shall work. These, and he points to the 2 girls in the doorway that's still open, are your coterie? Or do I also destroy them now?
For a moment, Zyrus kind of looks over his shoulder with a raised eyebrow. They are with me. They can be of use. Now.
And Viola and Lucas? Sorry, I'm DM's eating fries.
Nice.
They're with me. For now.
Then I shall do this thing. Leave me.
Sure. He just nods his head silently and walks out. And he eyes the 2 girls for a second. Follow me. And he walks past him.
Oh, God. All right. Before you get a chance to reach and close the door closes on its own. Outside, there's a perfectly timed strike of lightning, and then all the lights shut off. You are plunged into dark.
I would like to immediately sense the unseen in case it's for supernatural reasons and not for just electrical reasons.
Okay, roll a wits and awareness.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 successes?
Yes.
So it isn't something visual, it's something audio that you hear. And it's coming from the room where Emilian is resting.
Awesome.
You believe it's Cabal.
Okay. she won't say anything, man. She'll be like, "Oh, right, yeah, that makes perfect
It
sense."
is utterly silent. There are no ghosts here. Just this monster.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, yeah, that's good. That's what her question. I mean, that was her question. So there's no ghosties.
Ghosties be like, I'm out.
I know. Internal Blythe is like, I was in the middle of a session.
Nice conversation.
Yeah, just having a good time.
Yeah, honestly, it was probably the best ghost you've ever talked to in the
God
office.
damn it! Of course it was. It's a scary man. Gotta show up and spook them all away.
All right. You're all alone in the office now. It's just the 5 of you.
So, any news from all of you? And he looks at Mads. I think in the dark, by the way, he took out his cell phone for some light. And he looks at Mads and he does this kind of a nod of appreciation for the call. And then he looks to the rest. So what news have you guys have?
Just for the sake of being able to see, Mads, I guess, uses Eyes of the Beast. Just so she can see in the dark.
Her eyes begin to glow faintly red, and you can see everything as if the lights were basically on. It's a little bit of shades of gray, but it's more chilling to look at you than you to look at everyone else.
I was at the club. I was attacked.
Attacked?
Yeah. I was playing the fear game.
What
Chase
happened?
People, and on the third time around, my door opened.
You?
Yeah.
Hunted?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it because I think I know what came after me, and he made a statement. I'm not cool with what he said. If that makes sense.
What did he say?
I'm trying to remember. I have to go find it.
Go ahead and roll a intelligence and a wits to recall the symbol that you saw.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was just like, I don't remember the symbol. You said what again? I'm sorry.
Wits and intelligence to recall the symbol.
If you need to recall what he said, Inu, I have it written down on a side note.
Can I like use a reroll?
Yeah, you can use the willpower to reroll.
Oh, one of my rerolls that I got from chat. Do that. That's cool. Yeah, bad. My dice hate me, man. Holy fuck. Wait, hold on. Wait. Right click. No. Computer.
What'd you get?
Still one success, no matter what.
That is okay. You're able to describe it, for the most part, accurately. Xyrus. You recognize the symbol that he describes. It is a organization of very particular kindred. So, Zyrus, the organization. Because Lucas doesn't know, right? But Zyrus, you've been around a while and you know kind of what your grandfather gets up to.
Introduce me. I mean, hi.
Called the Shield of Abel.
Okay.
They usually specialize in taking out rabid kindred.
I'm guessing they classified me as one of the rabid ones at the time.
He
You're not a
said
Sabbat.
his last words to you were, "You are not prey. I hurt the monster. See that you do not become one."
Mhm.
And then he says, "Make sure your morals guide you to walk in the light."
Yeah.
He looks to him, kind of eyeing him out. And this man who came for you,
Mhm.
what did he say?
I was outmatched in firepower. I really, really couldn't beat him. But when I got outpowered, is obviously he made a statement that make sure I don't become what he hunts.
His head raises, eyeing him up. Nods his head. Just simply says, "Good. Good. You do not want to be hunted by them."
Yeah.
He looks to the others. What else have you guys found?
Viola pops up. What was that organization? What's it? I'm forgetting. The vampire hunters. What are they called?
The Shield of Abel.
Shield of Abel. What were the other guys? Shit.
The Sabbat
The
and the
Sabbat?
Inquisition, sweetie.
The Inquisition. There we go. That's what we learned. That's what Viola learned.
We learned that the Sabbat,
Oh, Sabbat. Yeah, that was the one.
Sabbat are here. And that means that so is the Inquisition. I called Vice. He should be on his way.
Vice is coming here.
Yes.
Good. I believe there's big things happening, and we will need him. For the moment, Zaris leans back against one of the tables with his arms crossed, as if finally taking an actual moment to rest and gather himself. Patiently, mostly waiting and thinking about Amelia and what to do with her next.
How is she?
But he looks up at Mads. If you had not done what you have done, she would not be here. I will say that.
I'm sorry I could not have done more.
No. You've done everything. And he just answer quietly for now.
I hate to be the inconvenience in the room, but I don't know what the Second Inquisition or the Sabbat are. I mean, that sounds bad because you guys seem not pleased about them being here, but I just don't know who they are.
The baby.
Poor little baby.
Yeah,
The baby.
That's one of those ones we forget.
Has been a
Baby.
kindred for 3 weeks.
I tap Blythe's hand and smile at her genuinely. There's always so much to learn, so much to be curious about, wouldn't you say?
Always.
Does anyone have any? Sorry to like break characters. Does anyone have any like academics or anything where they can explain the Sabbat?
Would that require a
Cyrus
cult?
is very smart.
I mean, I have 3 points at a cult. If they're in any way, shape, or form, it may have been in something I have previously read, and am just not.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, you've only been a little baby. You no.
Yeah. I know. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm asking, like, as in character, because I know she doesn't.
All right, Cyrus, you can roll an intelligence and an academics to explain.
Intelligence and academics. That is
And then you can add your. Let's see. No, you don't get extra dice. That's it. Sorry. Or just checking your
no
stuff.
dad powers today. Okay.
That's right, dead powers.
Hey,
that was
it fit
4
pretty
successes.
fucking well.
True.
All right. He explains that they're like the oogie spooky vampires, sometimes known as a sort of Cain.
All right, so they're like the boogeyman of vampires.
Only one step worse. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. And then the Second Inquisition, they're people who hunt kindred.
Correct.
And they're working together? Is that what I'm gathering?
Mm-hmm.
That seems awfully...
They're not working together. That's
okay,
not-
they're not. But they're both in town?
Yes.
Same
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
Which means the
That-
rest of
that's
us are
bad.
in danger.
Yep.
Something isn't right. Something is wrong. I
Yeah.
don't know how to explain it to you, but I know.
If things continue the way they are, then we just might see this land become a battlefield. And this is not gonna end well, no matter what. We need to find our allies. We need to stick together.
We need to be careful.
Yes. And he
Right.
kind of eyes out the party, the coterie.
Mads
Can
is
I
staring
trust you?
directly at Viola.
Viola's
Viola.
busy,
Viola.
like being like scared because she still feels that presence, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like of hot. I mean, grandfather. Not hot dude. I swear. And so she's like she's definitely like, you can tell she's nervous with him around. She like keeps looking at the door and then looking at the exit and then looking at the door and looking at the exit. And she you can tell she's not comfortable with him around. And I'm just like, and then Viola goes, I can agree upon that, but quite frankly, I would like a night's rest, if possible.
Blythe kind of smirks. Don't you mean a day's rest?
At this, Viola smirks as well, and she has like that side smile. It's like, touche, well played. A day's rest. I think we could all use it.
I'd like to check my phone and send a message to Vice and say, what's your ETA? With a little tilde and then Mads. Like she's signing a letter.
He doesn't respond.
And then
A couple minutes go by and he still doesn't respond.
I'm panicking.
Viola, not reading what Mads is saying because it's super dark, just says, Doctor, who is that?
That would be my grandfather, Kudal. He just stares at her.
And Viola visibly is nodding, and you can tell that there is fear. Like, there is something that she usually, you can tell that she's trying to cover that up, that emotion, but this time there's no hiding that emotion. There is fear.
He walks up to her. Very close. Looks her in the eye.
Okay.
You should be afraid of him. Anyone who crosses my family should be afraid. And he looks to the rest of you guys. Can I trust you? All of you.
I look up, eyes glowing red, and stare at Zyrus. And I continue to stare.
He looks at Lucas.
You know, I will always help you.
Blythe.
I've pulled out like a flashlight with a pumpkin on the end of it, like you would get like in a Halloween aisle. She's got it out. She's got a little backpack with her. She's holding it now so she can see better. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm just barely brought into this world, but y'all are the first people that I've been introduced to, and if you're supposed to be what is like a family to me, then yeah, of course you could trust me.
He looks back at Viola.
Yes, of course. She's nodding vigorously as I do not want to cross your path. I do not want to die.
The next few things that happen here in this city, we will be challenged. Each of you. You must know who you can trust. Now come. He looks at Mads. I'm worried too. We should go find out what happened to him.
At this point, I have my eyes are swelling with what would be tears. I can feel the emptiness well inside of me. There's this worry and stress that is overtaking Mads completely, and she can't think. The sounds that usually bring her back to sanity are all converging together in mass chaos, and the anxiety is overtaking her.
Is this becoming visible to everybody?
Except to Sly.
Yes.
Viola looks surprised. And Viola actually asks, hello, Mads? You there? Are you going to be alright?
She has no response. She doesn't hear what she asks.
Viola looks from Mads to, I was about to say Xerxes. Wrong, Zyrus. Wrong show. Or wrong thing. So, Viola looks from Mads to Zyrus, and then back to Mads, and then back to Zyrus, and she's like, something's not right, obviously, here, but Is she like? Should we be very worried?
I believe her worries are where our worries shall lie. He goes over to Mads, grabs her by the wrist.
This isn't right.
I know.
He just sits there and cries.
Which is why we should go now. Come. And he starts walking off, still holding onto her wrist.
I follow.
I skip lightly after them.
I am so happy to be going out the door right now. Like,
All right, Zyrus, where do you lead him? Because I'm assuming that everyone in the coterie is following.
Correct.
I mean, Lucas could stay around and talk about his feelings.
The
Now, how about you do that and talk with the guy in the room back there that you're afraid of?
I don't know why, Lucas.
That's what I thought.
put her in timeout with him.
God.
The who is our driver again?
Well,
Chad.
Chad,
yeah, I was about to say, I drove us to the house, but we have Chad.
Right.
Chad is not there.
Oh, he
He's
just
not
dropped
outside?
them all off?
He isn't.
Was he outside before we went inside?
He was outside, but now the Escalade is gone.
I pull on Zyrus's wrist and I look at him and said, he is not good. He is not good. He is not trustworthy. I know. I know. So curious. Not good.
What'd you see?
He betrays us. He betrays him. When I saw
That's-
your daughter, I saw him. Two in one, so curious, so wrong. He's gone. I knew it.
We can see Zyrus is grinding his teeth beneath his jawline.
I can try to see if I can get a car.
We'll take mine. Where would the vice be? Mats, we have to go now. Where would vice be?
I don't know. He said he was coming. He said he would be here. He said he was coming. It was important.
How long has it been since you've contacted him?
When we left the club.
How long has it been, Copic, since then?
A half hour.
And I texted him. And he didn't answer.
Oh, do you by chance share locations with him on your phone? Like when you share, you should be able to see where he is. That would be so. We should do that.
Copic, would Mads know where he was having his little sex?
Oh yeah. It's called the Black Penthouse.
Okay. So I know where he was. I don't know where he is.
where he was would be a good place to start. There's plenty of like cameras there, yeah? Maybe we saw where he went or who picked him up. Or does he drive for himself?
He has someone who drives him. I feel like you said that before, right, Coptic?
Okay.
He has a lot of drivers. He has
Yeah,
a driver
too many.
for each different day.
Yeah.
Well, I
What do you
mean,
say?
I mean, I could see Emily's ETA and see if she's gonna be here soon.
You wanted Emily to bring you a car here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We do have Zyrus's car as well,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the one that Blythe drove, right?
Yeah.
which he was saying we could take.
The black penthouse, Cyrus. The black penthouse. Do you know it?
Would he know it? I feel like he.
Yeah, it's Hotel X down on the strip.
Yes. Come.
hey,
Let's
so
go.
we go there. Yeah, we go there. We start there.
Zyrus starts headed towards his car that they had drove here.
Am I still being dragged along?
Yes. If Zyrus isn't doing it, Lucas is.
Okay. Drive. Whoever is going to drive. Emily is still like 20 minutes out.
All right.
so-
I would say, I would ask Mads if I could use her phone again, if that's okay.
No. What if he calls? What if he No.
Here, you can use mine, Viola.
Oh, thank you. And so
Pass.
I just text him like, "Hey M," and I says, "Hey M, texted you from Mads phone. Apparently there's a change of plans. Please keep the coffee at the suite hot. Don't need the car." Or I actually, I say, meet me at Hotel X if you can, and wait outside. Do not go in.
Okay.
So I tell her to bring coffee and wait outside hotels. Don't go in. And then I say, and I give it back to Blythe. I say, here you are, and there's my assistant's number if you need it.
Oh, perfect. What happened to your phone?
Well, whatever happens at the when we go to a club, dropped it. And of course, there's lots of people just smashing about, apparently.
Oh, that's real unfortunate.
Again, this is why I always should bring 2 phones, but no, I had to bring 1. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Would you like me to drive again, Doctor?
Please.
Will
go.
do.
You want to get in the car?
Can I roll for premonition in the car?
Okay.
What should I roll? Resolve and aspects again?
Yeah.
I want to
but are
actively
you-
have one.
Right, but are you trying to push it about Vice?
Yes.
So you're going to need a -1 dice from your pool because of your anxiety.
Okay.
Anxiety.
Be hidden
What do you want me to roll?
I would like you to roll your aspects,
Yep.
your wits,
Yep.
and investigation -1.
-1. I did that for aspects at -1. Okay. Oof. 4 successes.
Okay. Before the premonition, everyone gets in the car. I need Blythe to roll a dexterity and a drive.
Will do.
It is a downpour. Your windshield wipers are sloshing the water back and forth, and you're driving through thick puddles. What kind of car do you drive or do you own, Cyrus?
It's probably a BMW.
It's a
Or Tesla.
tight fit.
Oh, it is. Everyone in the back is like shoulder to fucking shoulder. Okay.
It's a full car.
Yeah, I imagine Mads is in the middle back seat. And I imagine Viola and Lucas on one side of her.
Mhm.
And then Zyrus in the passenger and Blythe driving. If you want to change anything, that's fine.
No, I like where I'm sitting.
Okay,
Yeah, makes sense.
just making sure. All right.
He's just like, man, I'm too big for this shit.
You are really big in the back seat there. So you're like when your arm is up by the window and kind of over your head.
He's just like cramped. Like, come on, man.
It's good. Nobody mosh pit in the car. It'll be bad. What did you
He's
get on
like-
that dexterity and
He's like,
drive?
Cyrus.
I got a
can you,
2.
Scoot your seat up, please.
I feel like Viola's just being squished against the window, and she's like,
Okay, Mads.
Mads is very comfortable.
"Do we have to sit on each other's lap or something? Is that the kind of car we're having right now? We're doing a Mexican thing."
Hold up.
Oh my goodness. No.
I used to have to do that as a kid.
Oh my goodness, but goodness. But no, okay. If that's all there is,
Yeah,
and with
go ahead.
your sorry, say your dexterity one more time. I got distracted by laughing at the
I got a 2.
2. That's good enough to drive in the rain. There is one stop sign that you like kind of slide out into the intersection, but you're just giggling.
Perfect.
Okay, as we go, Mads is going to reach out and grab Lucas's knee and Viola's knee and squeeze.
Is she digging her nails
Here.
into it?
Yep,
Yes.
here's the image of the all-black penthouse. Mirrors everywhere. Your mind's eye brings you across Salem. You feel a heavy veil has sort of descended over the city, almost like a grieving shroud. You know before you know that tragedy has struck.
Oh shit!
The first one you see is one of Vice's favorites. A young man by the name of Dexter, going to school to be a doctor. His throat has been ripped open. His eyes hang open lifelessly, looking up at the ceiling. His blood is pooled all across black silken sheets. Shattered glass, broken tile, gunshots, and bodies. The penthouse is a wreck. And all 7 of Vice's boyfriends are slain. Justice.
I audibly gasp.
You do not see Vice, but you do see his favorite ghoul. Still alive, in a closet, breathing heavy, with a sharpened stake through his gut, pinning him to the floor. The man very tiredly opens his eyes. And if you were in the room, he would be meeting your gaze. And he just whispers, "Run, Mads. Run." And then his head lolls down. And he moves no longer.
I did spend about $48 on killing when I did get breakfast.
Anything you'd like to do before you pull up to Hotel X?
Sense
Does
the
Mads,
unseen.
did you
Myself.
tell us what happened in that? Or no?
No. No.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if we want one more person as a backup for this. Because I can call my ghoul, keep watch outside.
Yes.
I will pull up my phone, message Kyler, and tell him to get his lazy ass out here.
Okay.
Post haste,
Yeah.
bring the guns.
This is on his way.
Doc would send his grandfather a message just letting him know. Simply says, Vice is a danger. You have gone.
Do you give him the address of where to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Your phone will ring after you send that message.
Hello.
It's as if he's talking from like hundreds of years, like far away. There's like this crackling static, like phones don't like him.
Do we hear a little bit of it?
I am. Depends on how high the volume is for Zyrus on your phone.
I don't think others would hear it.
Okay. Because I was like Viola was about to shiver and be like, mm-mm. No, thank you.
Okay. You think he's telling you that he has his ghouls taking care of Amelia and she'll be back home in the morning.
Okay.
And then he says he will meet you at this hotel.
God damn. I mean,
I see so.
He does ask. Oh, I actually need you to roll a wits and awareness to see if you can hear him. Because it's like...
Wits and
It's like
awareness.
breaker 19.
Yeah.
Jesus. Alpha 2.
That's what it made you think of the entire time.
Alpha Niner.
Well, literally just one success.
One success?
Yep.
That is okay. He asks you if you want him to bring his wolf.
Zara simply says, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the names right. The Sabbat and the Second Inquisition, is that correct?
Yeah.
The Sabbat and the Second Inquisition is in town. I believe if you need anything, we have.
Okay, he doesn't give you an affirmative, he just hangs up. But knowing your grandfather, how the wolf is something that you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll
No,
I
I
don't
got
like
you.
that. You're like, you'll see.
Yeah,
you'll
that
see.
when a DM says you'll see, it's
Okay,
It's like, all right, cool, sick dude.
right, you pull up to the hotel. There are police lines, flashing lights, and a flurry of tension. As you try to approach, there is an officer that gets in your guys' face and says, Sorry, hotel's not taking any guests. You folks need to go find somewhere
I
else.
immediately step in front and I'm like, you want to let us through, darling, don't you? And I use a bit of my Vampire magic.
fuckery, yeah.
Yeah, vampire fuckery. Let's
Not
go.
the vampire fuckery.
Okay, so you try and use dominate.
Yeet.
What do you have? What are you doing? Charming? Awe?
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm gonna use some awe.
Okay. So he's like,
Aw.
ooh, pretty.
Yeah. A very important business in this hotel.
While she's doing this, everyone that's going to try and sneak past, go ahead and roll a dexterity and a stealth.
There you go. Use it. Can they roll at advantage because I'm helping?
They can have 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, there's no advantage in this game, remember?
Oh, god damn it. But the equivalent of advantage. I'm trying to
Okay.
help out
You
my
said
bros.
Dex and stealth.
I have 1 success.
So Viola, I need you to roll a manipulation
All right.
and a persuasion.
Right. Okay, where did they...
I'm gonna burn that other willpower from chat. 'cause
Oh,
boy,
no.
howdy.
Boy,
Boy,
howdy.
howdy. It was bad, even with the extra dice.
Oh, he's a big guy. What can we say? Okay, second attribute is manipulation
do
with, what was it? Charisma?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. I don't know.
Manipulation and
Gosh.
persuasion.
I'd also like to
Okay,
re-roll.
cancel.
I'm gonna
That's
take
fine.
one of
Alright,
my.
I'm gonna move. Okay, persuasion
inspirations.
with
Yeah.
manipulation.
Ran out of
Submit.
Oh, that was a
inspirations.
much better roll.
Do I get any extra dice?
Did 2. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, 2 extra dice.
Hell yeah, let's go. Submit.
So I re-rolled Copic. I have 2 criticals and 1 regular.
I got a messy critical as usual because you know that's my life right now. Just messy
It's okay.
criticals.
It's kind of messy. You have to like push yourself up against him and kind of intimidate him a little bit, and you end up giving him a scared boner, but he lets you pass.
Goddamn fucking fear boner.
It's a little.
Fear boner more than
Big
meets the
V.
eyes.
This has been like honestly, like chat and everybody, messy criticals has been the name of the game for me. Like I think I've gotten
Yeah.
1 regular critical and just failures and messy criticals.
Hey, it's fine. So as soon as you're in the lobby, you make haste. You take the stairs. You wait for the elevator.
I run.
Elevator or stairs?
Stairs.
Okay.
Stairs.
Anybody want to follow her up the stairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the elevator because that penthouse is very high up.
Okay, you hit the elevator button. There is a key to get to Vice's penthouse.
I go to the floor beneath it.
Okay. All right. You're going to have to wait a few moments for the elevator, but everybody else that is running up the stairs. You get to floor 15 when you hear the gunshots. You hear them impact on a body, and then a sickening growl. Just a... The undoubted sound of 2 predators clashing, like 2 alley cats spit fighting, and then a body plummets the center. So as the body drops, it begins to ash, as it looks like the head was not cleanly cut, but ripped from shoulders. I need everybody to make me a stamina check with an athletics to finish running up these stairs.
Athletics. Oh, good.
There's the sound of more gunfire and more bodies hitting the floor. And then there is a very sharp, like, samurai sound. Shink, shink.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
2.
And
I
Zaris?
got 1.
2's as much as I could get.
So it goes Mads, Blythe, Lucas, Doctor.
This is
Mads,
perfect.
as you bust up past the door, you pull your key out, you swipe it, and then you turn the old-fashioned key. You pop open the door. You see Vice with a katana.
That's
He's
badass.
shirtless and he's in his BDSM pants. So his ass
Hell
is there.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
His ass is just hanging out. There are 3 kindreds in front of him. He was wiping his mouth and he spits and he flips the katana and he just throws it like a javelin at one guy, stabbing him in the chest. The other 2 fire off, and with lightning speed, Vice moves behind one, grabbing the chin and the top of the head, and then tearing. And as he does, there's that... And as the last kindred that hasn't been impaled is panting and stepping back, Vice says, "You picked the wrong night to fuck with me!"
Oh, he mad.
I'm very mad.
Faster than any of your eyes can track, but as the rest of you, including the doctor, come up into the entryway, Vice is tackling this other vampire, punching his fist through its chest. And he doesn't stop. Tears of blood rain down his face as this man is in a special kind of agony. You see that he has been pierced with chair legs, glass. It looks like someone brought a type of crowbar and shoved it through his chest, each missing his heart, but still through him like a pincushion. It is only when the kindred before him doesn't move anymore that he stands, grabbing the head, pulling the katana out of the wall and beheading it, that he stops and he turns and he looks. Matt.
I drop to my knees and I cry in the way that vampires cry, and my palms are open on my knees as my shoulders just sulk. I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead.
He approaches you. Says, "Far from it. Far from it. I'm glad you are all right."
How close is he to me?
Close enough that you could hug him.
I'm gonna hug his legs. like I am just going to fall into him from my knees. And even his assless chaps. It doesn't matter.
Grab the ass.
He looks at everybody else, and there's obvious he's pretty bare. But he doesn't really seem to care, but he lifts you, Mads. He has you stand up. And he puts his both hands on your shoulders. And then he takes his thumbs and touches your face, and he's covered in his blood, other vampire blood. He's chopped up. And then he kisses your forehead and he says, "I'm very glad you are alive. Because the rest of them, oh gosh." And he just leans into you.
Aww.
And he cries, "I couldn't save you."
I'm so sorry.
So while these two are having a moment, I'm going to let the rest of the coterie do something. And then we
I have a
can finish.
question. I thought elevators were faster than running.
Not when you're a vampire.
I didn't know. I was doing it by human logic. Well,
No, throw human logic out the door, forehead.
I just imagine her in the elevator with the music going. She's like, "I'm so gonna get there first. Just watch when I go and
Right,
save
the
him.
elevator
They're gonna be
opens.
so
and you're
proud of
going
me."
listen,
to-
she's
you're like, "What the heck?"
not. Well, it's the floor below, and then I was gonna take the stairs because I thought it was a
Yeah.
high velocity elevator. Nice building. But okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But you
play
had to
this
wait.
out.
You had to wait for it to come all the way down. And then you had to wait for it to
When
come all the
it's
way
empty?
up.
There's a couple getting off on the 5th floor.
All right, well, I've dug my own grave, so might as well
No,
just lie in it
Look, you do show up,
at
but
the
it's
very
after
end.
all the action. It's after the
Oh,
action.
thank
So you
God!
show
'Cause
up-
actually,
you
Viola
show-
would have
like, right.
thrown up. Viola, honestly, beheading, getting shot, cool. Beheading, So yeah, she walks in, sees this, and she looks visibly ill. She's like, beheading is one thing. Getting shot is one thing. Beheading is another.
Silly vampire.
Yeah, so you're there, but you get to act very very last. So
That's totally
Zyrus,
fine.
Blythe, Lucas, you can move out throughout the penthouse. You can look for clues. You can look for more dead bodies. You can pilfer. You can take money, credit cards. Whatever. It's
Nice.
I'm checking to find there's not any stragglers.
bad guys, good guys, or both.
Both.
Roll me a wits and investigation.
Cyrus is identifying bad guys' bodies, trying to identify
Who they are?
Yeah.
Okay, roll an intelligence and investigation for me.
Only the wrong set of dice.
And Blythe?
I am trying to decide what she is doing right now.
I got a whopping 2.
Okay.
I think she is trying to help look for any surviving good people. But I think what she ends up finding is just the souls of the recently deceased.
Okay, roll a wits and awareness. And then Viola. After everyone has sort of moved on, you open the door that was left unlocked and you see that Mads and Vice are embraced.
I look around and my eyes are wide because this would be the first time I've ever seen something like this horrific.
Well, you recognize Camarilla allies.
Okay. I look even worse now. I look even more sick because I possibly knew these people, and I was like, and I kind of look around for a bathroom.
Which an investigation?
Yeah, an investigation. Yeah. So let's see. What's investigation? I am useless for these scenes. Okay. Investigation, doko desu ka? Is that one of these things? Yeah, it's one of these smart things that I don't have a lot of. Okay.
The DM keeps taking bites of her sandwich. Sorry.
Enjoy your
Nice.
sandwich. Fine.
Failure, as usual. Not surprised. Well, this is it shows on Roll20, so.
It says you got 3 successes.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why, but it does that. I don't know why the dice roll like that.
Just rolled a 1, but it wasn't like anything involving like your beast, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Or be afraid of it.
Zyrus.
Yes. I rolled 4 successes on that.
And you're identifying enemies.
Yes. Identifying, checking their bodies, trying to understand who's attacking so he can prepare for the future. What's next?
Okay. You do find a couple wallets, but not all of them have wallets. So you take IDs to run names. And then eventually find out what kind of vampires they are. They are all vampires. Some of them, you can tell by the ash, they were very, very old. Likely they were beheaded and old enough that they are powder now. You don't find anything on them, but it does give you a sick feeling. In the barony, there aren't that many old vampires, but there were rumors of Camarilla activity pushing at the borders of Baron Vice's home. This is likely vampiric political bullshit. An attempt to take him out at his most vulnerable point. How anyone knew, beyond your coterie, Vice was here tonight, strikes you as very odd, Zyrus.
Okay.
If Chad is a villain, he could have been the one who spilled the beans. But you don't think just a typical ghoul would know the location of where Vice spent his evenings. Something just doesn't feel right to you.
I call my what are they called?
Your
What
childer?
is no. What is Sly and Blythe?
Malkavian?
Malkavian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the Malkavian?
Which one?
You call your Malkavian.
Yeah.
Okay? Like on the phone? Like call?
Yeah.
She answers the first ring.
Do you know what's going on?
I have an inkling.
What are you gonna give me?
Vice didn't die because someone fucked up.
Do you have a target?
You want me to push into the veil and find out who made the call.
My daughter was attacked tonight.
How terrifying.
I need to know. I need to stop them. Understand. Whatever I must do to pay up for this. You understand the value of this information.
Indeed.
So yes. Please.
I have an oath. A promise from you then, Master Cyrus.
Okay.
Yes.
How delicious. And you hear her hit a piano key. Ding! And it's super out of tune. Ding, 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 ding. And so be it. I shall delve into the madness for you. And in exchange, I shall take what I always take from you, Master Cyrus. I do look forward to tomorrow night.
Just do what you need to do.
I'll call you in an hour. Keep your
He
phone
hangs up.
close. And you can hear her talking, and you're just like, click.
Yeah.
And then she sends a couple sad faces and like blood.
He does not look at it. He likes it's one of those things where the notification comes on, he swipes it.
Right. You also get weird notifications from her all the time. You get like a
Yeah,
voice chat notification. You're pretty sure it's her probably playing off-key piano again.
Yeah,
The weirdest
he
shit she's
never-
ever sent you is like the bubble bath where you're looking at bubbles pop for an hour. It's super weird.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times he probably doesn't look at it, just swipes it. He has a lot of like
Just delete.
he remembers how many notifications he has from her, but he can't mute it at the same time because he needs to know, right?
Right.
But yeah, 9
So
out
it's
of 10
just
times
like,
he's
God
just
damn
like,
it, crazy girlfriend's calling again. But not really girlfriend. But you know.
just keeps adding on to the shit. It's like, come on, please. And nice. And then yeah, he after that he kind of just looks back and gives Vice and Matt their time. Looks over to Lucas. Lucas, what have you found?
All right, Lucas, with your 2. There is one fuckboy alive.
Okay.
Just one. He's real pretty.
Woo!
He's got a very large piece of glass, probably through kidney, maybe lacerated liver. It's definitely cut into his stomach based on the smell. To move him is to kill him. But he was thrown across the room onto a mirror and then a glass coffee table.
Yell at Cyrus for help with this one.
It goes over. Is there anything Cyrus can do to help? Maybe stabilize
You
as the doctor.
Yes, as a doctor, but your brain immediately goes to You need to get Vice. Vice feeds him. He'll heal in no time.
True.
Make sure he doesn't move.
Yeah.
He goes over to Vice. Vice. There is one still alive.
Okay. He would let Mads go and immediately, go to them.
I think I'd turn and probably follow. Not wanting to leave his presence.
And as Doc follows, he rolls up his sleeves and he gets on some gloves.
Gloves. Lucas has got his own. Like, what are we doing?
He stands by, letting Vice do what he needs to.
Viola's watching from the doorway. She's just wiping her mouth.
Viola,
Yes,
you need to
doctor.
step outside.
I think I'm okay now. Just, it's a lot to take in at once if you're not used to this.
How about you and Blythe? Cover the bodies. There's some sheets over there.
Viola nods her head and immediately, without question, just starts covering up bodies.
And he bring his eyes go focus back. He's prepared to essentially do whatever he needs to do to help Vice. He understands the value of these individuals to him, and Vice is one of his at the moment trusted allies.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I here?
Yes.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're back.
Yes.
All right, no, I'm good. Okay.
Alright, game.
Okay, Blythe. Remind me what you rolled to talk to newly departed spirits.
I got a 7.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I fucking played poker with
I was
us.
just about to ask if I could grab Blythe's hand and combine our efforts to speak to the dead. I was like, can we
It isn't
do,
so much that
seance circle?
it isn't so much that you speak to them, but it is you see their lives. And these are all men of different ages, all touchstones to Vice. The pain that Vice is in is incredible. Likely he will gather stains and lose humanity because of this. There is a chance that he will also go completely feral and lose his mind. But with the one being alive, there is a chance that he might make it through this night. He has not stopped weeping, and he doesn't care that he's injured. There is a part of him that wishes for death. That much is clear to you. And then, of course, the two of you, you clasp hands, and it's like that moment in Practical Magic when everybody clasps hands and they start sending away the evil boyfriend spirit.
Noise.
But you see the love that was here. Yes, it was debased and kinky, but it was
Genuine.
their night started with tea and dinner, talking about their days, showing pictures of friends and family, Vice genuinely interested in their life. He met with them one at a time. And then they all play. That's how it usually goes. And it's a level of freedom that a lot of these boys don't have. 4 of them are still in the closet and too afraid to tell their families. One of them has kids and has been through a horrible divorce and is just trying to find out who he is. Another, the most mischievous of them, has been all in his whole life and helps a lot of the others feel okay, liking what they like and being who they are. So not only is it a type of family and in giant relationship, most of these guys are friends outside of Vice or couples. Vice is just every once a month to every 3 months day of fun and care for them. But you see countless lives affected by this. Sisters, brothers, mothers, entire communities. One guy, one of them that passed, volunteers most of his time at animal shelters, training to be a vet. He has 3 dogs at home. You know, you see the dad devastated that he'll never watch his kids grow up. I mean, it's the same thing like with Michael. The loss here is profound. There is one spirit that is not any of Vice's. Technically one of the baddies. And he just
Okay.
says, "Tell Vice, thank you for freeing me."
I will.
And when the two of you come back to the here and now, you hear Vice gasping as he's holding one of his 7 boyfriends, just as close as he possibly can. Looks like he's pulled out the crowbar and several bits of glass, and he's bleeding everywhere, but he doesn't care. He's just holding this young man. And this young man is crying and holding him.
Well, just like with Michael, she cries for each of them.
Mads is crying alongside. Of course, she has not stopped.
Viola, seeing this, has tears in her eyes. She honestly, like, this is,
Right.
this feels,
Wait.
this is
Blake?
emotion. This is not what she signed up. Let's just say this is very unexpected. Even though she expected it, she unexpected it.
Can I grip Blythe's hand tighter than before?
Mm-hmm.
Seeking kind of support. Not for myself, but for the pain that Vice is feeling.
Yeah, she'll absolutely squeeze it back.
That's when you hear the boy say, "Please." He's not a boy, he's a young man. He says, "Vice, don't take it from me." He's like, "I have to. You're not safe. Please. Just let me stay with you. You can keep me safe." He's like, I can't keep it safe." You're all hearing their conversation. This young man is reaching up and like grabbing Vice's face and trying to kiss him. And he's like, please let me stay with you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me."
Don't do this to me, Kovic. Oh my god.
And he says, I can't. So sorry. And you watch as Vice bites the boy, young man. I mean, he's a boy to Vice, because Vice is a couple 100 years old, but whatever. And he just cries. He just says, please don't do this. And when finally he faints, there is a just somber feeling as you guys watch Vice pick up every one of his most important people. And very tenderly and gently clean up their bodies. And when anyone tries to help him, he says, please don't. When all is said and done, after the police come and Vice takes care of their memories, he's back in his suit. For the most part, he's stemmed the bleeding of his own body, cleaned up all of his lovers. The one that still lives, he lifts, and he takes somewhere. When he comes back, you know that you will never see that boy again. That young man will be spirited away to no memory. And then Vice begins to take his dead, one at a time, from the penthouse to the basement garage.
As this is happening under Viola's breath, you do hear her speak in another language. It's like a Romani. Proper term is Romani. Learn that from Sly. But a Romani like prayer. A Romani prayer that like is like wishing them safe on their journey. And this is a language you guys did not know that she knew. Actually, she doesn't know that. She just knows the one thing.
Time he's on his third lover, Gadal arrives, and you recognize his arrival as all of the lights go out. They slowly begin to turn back on, and by the time they turn on, it's less than a minute, but he's in the room. Him and Vice have a conversation. They embrace. They talk in a language that sounds like an ancient version of English. And then Catal makes a vow. We will find all who harmed what is yours. And we will destroy it. This is my vow to you, my friend. I will protect what is yours and what is mine. When Penthouse is bare, and all of Vice's people, ghouls included, that he has hand taken care of, the final trip down and back up, he seems more put together. There is a intensity to him. But his tears are no longer flowing. My people will arrive and they will clean things up from here. Everything will be handled. Time is of the essence. If any of you know anything, what happened here, speak now, and I may be forgiving. But if you choose to know something and hold your tongue, I vow on my undeath that when I kill you, you will wish for death and never receive it. The torture that I will put you through will make the plagues of Egypt look like child's play. So, If any of you know anything, now is the time to choose a side. To allow yourself a human honesty. Because we are not. We are not bitches to our beasts. And then he sits down and he crosses his legs like a gentleman and he waits. He's on one side of the chaos, you are all on the other.
The dog steps forward. They came for my daughter tonight. My grandfather's promise is mine. Seems the Camarilla have been here. And much has been moving beyond what we have eyes. The Inquisition. The Sabbat. They're all here.
See.
Was it Cabal who was threatening us?
No, it was Vice.
Okay.
He's... Anybody else want to say anything?
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to ask
After you.
if he cleaned up the body in the closet.
Yes, he cleaned up all of them.
He told me to run. That I wasn't safe. To go.
If they are after me, Mads, then they will do nothing until all of my touchstones are destroyed. To break my conviction and to make me mad. It will make me weak and easy to pick off.
Go ahead, Nat. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're good. I was just making sure everyone was. I obviously I don't know a whole lot, but what I do know is that what little kindness you've shown me is a whole lot more than I got from most living people. So I will absolutely stand on whatever side that you are on.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then he holds his hand out and he motions for you to walk to him.
I do.
And then he has you stand by his chair and he's looking at everyone else. Kadal puts a hand kind of on the back of Zyrus's shoulder and pushes you very lightly forward. So the two of you are standing on Vice's side. And Mads, Vice looks at you and motions his hand for you to come over.
You have my heart. You have my life. Whatever it may be worth. Until we are no longer standing on this earth. And I walk over with no hesitation and hold his hand.
Right, so he's holding Mads' hand as he looks at Lucas and Viola.
So Lucas will just roll up his right sleeve where his tattoo is and just point to it. I swear on the notion of what this tattoo means to you. At this point, it's no longer a contract. You have my loyalty. My gun is yours. You tell me to shoot, I shoot. That easy.
And then he nods to you and has you walk over to his side. And then his eyes settle on Viola.
Viola is visibly shaken. Also, Cabala's there, and that is terrifying. But then this eerie calm comes over her. And she looks at Vice. And she says, all I've wanted my entire life is freedom. To live a normal life. And then that was the one shred of hope I had for that. It was taken away from me. I don't know. I have been plagued by the same thing. I have been haunted. I have never had a moment's peace. Because apparently that is not in my cards. And at this point, I wonder if death would not give me the rest I desire. And I look at Mads. And I look at Blythe. And then I look at Cabal. And I am terrified of this person. There is obvious fear. And then I get on my knees. And I say, I think if I had known that you were that you were different, maybe this would not have happened. This is my fault. My selfishness. But seeing the love that you have for your people, it's my head that you should take. And I nod at Mads.
He grips Mads' hand. And he closes his eyes. When he opens them, there's a steeliness to them. Who do you work for?
And I look at him and I tell him, the one who seeks your demise. I don't think I should name her.
Ah. Why
Squeeze Vice's
do
hand
you
back.
work for her?
Because of my mistake. When I was very young and didn't know any better, I associated with the wrong people and was caught in a trap. And she promised me freedom. She promised me an escape. And I, being young and didn't know any better, believed that.
She has given you no escape.
Only that of sweet death. And now, maybe that would have been better. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired. All I wanted was... It doesn't matter what I want anymore. Not like this. Not like this.
He stands. And he lets go of Mad's hands and he walks over to where you're kneeling. Death is not something you deserve.
Then do with me what you will. I accept my fate and my punishment. I can't run anymore. And frankly, I'm tired of running. I'm tired.
There's like this tense moment where you guys, not Viola, watch his like hands, like his fingernails extend into dagger like claws, and you're like, oh shit. Oh shit, here it comes. Stand up.
She stands.
You now belong to me. You have no choice in the matter. You shall swear fealty to me with every fiber of your being. All of your accounts you will hand to me. I will be in charge of your every waking moment. I will forge you into something better than what you are. No longer are you allowed to be a worm, a sniveling, afraid kindred. You will learn what it means to be truly alive.
Viola looks very confused at like what does, because for Viola she's always been just someone's puppet, someone's plaything. So she looks like she just like her eyes are, it's just, she's been dead inside for a very long time. So
He walks in a circle around you like a predator sizing you up. He says, you will learn what it means to stand on your own 2 feet and act unto and unlike a warrior. No more games. No more manipulation. No more fancy talk. You will earn your right to speak. Do I make myself clear? Nod yes or no.
She nods.
Good. Zyrus is who you will answer to. And when he feels you have earned your right to speak, you can utter words. And so help me, child. And he stands in front of you. If you utter a syllable, I will rip the very tongue from your face every night until you learn your lessons.
She nods.
No more will you be a petulant child afraid to face the dark. We are the dark. We are the creature that goes bump in the night. We are the first line of defense against the evil that resides inside of us. And I did not create this barony for cowards to exist therein. Do I make myself clear?
She nods.
And he looks at Zyrus. And then to the room, he says, it has been over 100 years since I was a soldier or a general in any war. I prefer to be a lover, but no longer. If it is war Elizabeth Aura wants, it is war she shall get. And we shall bring the anvil and hammer to her doorstep, and she will suffer the falls of my vengeance. And you all will act as my hammer. Understood?
Nods.
Zaris just lowers his head in agreement.
Same.
I nod.
Okay, he pulls out his phone. He calls Alistair Knox. He doesn't wait for any friendly anything. He just says, Lucas is mine. You relinquish all rights to him, and if you say no, you will face my wrath. And then he hangs up.
Oh, shit. Okay, well.
Well, shit. All right, cool.
He's like, give me the goddamn keys, and just takes them. Doesn't even wait.
Yeah.
Balls.
Very well.
There is one more thing.
Are you going to speak to me of Lazarus Kane, my child?
Yes.
And he walks over to a wall and he punches it and it shatters the entire wall. Just proceed.
I walk over and touch the fist that's in the wall. And can we try the thing I was talking about earlier, Kopik?
It should be just you DPS each other.
Yeah, roll Auspex
Okay.
and Insight.
Okay.
It's not your best damage ability.
And anything else?
You want the highest DPS person to win.
Go ahead and add 2 extra dice.
Okay. Um, 4 successes.
Okay, what are you going to try?
I want to show him everything. With open and honest sincerity, show him every thought I had, every emotion, every feeling, and even in the last moments, the silent contemplation of hoping that I hadn't disappointed him and hoping that what I had done was not just for my feral needs, but also in hopes that he could use me or I could be useful to him, to dedicate myself to him. I want him to know that I am being honest, that I will hide nothing from him always, no matter how painful.
He'll grab the back of your head, kiss your forehead, and just like say your name with like a, oh, Mads. Mads O'Shea. We shall make a visit to Lazarus, but not this night. It is very strange. He seems to want everything that is mine. Makes me not trust him.
I don't trust him either.
Here's what we do. We say I died. We allow the realm to descend into a site of chaos. We see who makes the first move. And then I will be there.
And us? What do we do?
You continue to find out why kindred are dying in the realm. Kadal and I shall begin ministrations for a grand hunt.
Should we prepare to mourn?
Undoubtedly. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Bum.
That's a real kick in the pants. Let's go.
Someone was about to die for a second there. Hello.
Yeah, dude.
I thought about it really hard, and I'm like, if Viola sees like someone's family, which is basically how Vice was acting towards these people, getting killed, she's like, yeah, I would feel that's the human part of her being like, if that were to happen, like I would also be upset. You know, what is it really worth sacrificing one family for another? And she's like, you know what? I can't do that. That's not fair. And now she's gonna die, so that's great. So it's great. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's.
Thank you guys so much
you.
for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That was amazing.
Yeah.
So many tears.
You know, when seeing the set, like my heart, my kokoro, I had tears in my eyes. I was like, not like this, Coffin. Don't do this to me.
I thought we had a fight, but no, it's Vice just killing everybody. And I'm like, all right, cool.
I was so concerned. I was sitting here with my mic turned off, crying in the background. I'm like, no.
That was the moment, like seeing
Lots
what
of
was gonna
tears.
happen in the penthouse. That was like a really important character moment for me. I'm just like, depending on how that goes, like it's either like die time or like run time.
Yeah. You would have both the barony of Vice Brown and Kadal.
They're just like, cool.
Bro, Cabal is so fucking hot. I'm upset. I'm upset about that. How dare you? How dare you be a hot, sexy, scary dude?
That's so funny.
Whew. Time to.
Topic, are you talking?
Oh, am I muted?
No,
You
I
are.
can.
Yes, you
I
were.
can. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? I'm talking
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
You guys ready? You guys ready to burn some witches? Dig some
Oh,
ditches?
Yeah.
So is this like the Rob Zombie song?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Sick. All right, I got the reference.
All right,
Nice.
battle will be coming.
Oh, yeah.
Boo,
It's,
boo,
it's a
boo.
whole lot war.
Regular baby.
War
Shit's going
man,
down.
baby.
By the way, Viola, like, Cyrus is not happy with you. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Viola is already understood. Like the moment she like that's why like she knew this was the end. Like that was why she had that
Yeah.
sickening feeling, because she knew like she knows that she's never gonna escape. She basically considers herself a slave at this point.
Yeah, she has a hand in the reason why his daughter's in danger. and
Wait, is that
that's
true?
not gonna slap.
I didn't think that was.
TC's, you have a hand in everything on the enemy side.
Oh, that's
You're an
fair.
enemy right now. So yeah.
You big dingus.
True, but yeah, like in Viola's mind, there's no happy ending. There's no good that'll come of this. Like she fully is prepared to die, or to be tortured. Like she just accepts her fate. Like this was kind of like that nail in the coffin type thing, because like it is as I said, like she still has a lot of her humanity and a lot of the reason. Hey, thank you, Emu. But a lot of her humanity, it's because of what she sees, that love and care that she saw in Vice. Because if he had just been like, oh, you know, it's just, you know, just like sad, like, oh, well, this happens, then that would have been a different story. That would have been like the same thing because what she's seen in Elizabeth is that like someone dies on her side and she's like, okay, whatever, you know, it's like, it's what a shame. and she's like, all right, now the next thing, like the next thing in my zoo that's all pretty and shiny. And to see that kind of emotion from someone who's a lot more powerful than her really gave Viola like a sense of like, oh, this is the person. It's not there. He's not like the other people that have been in her life of power who have manipulated her constantly. So like she felt like if anything that she could do, like she could at least, you know, owe up to her crimes and, you know, at least in that sense, like she knows, you know, accept whatever punishment, and maybe that would be the one good thing that she felt like she could do in her life. Because apparently everything she does is just crumbles in her hands all the time.
Thanks, guys, so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Bless.
you
for running
Thanks
it.
for being great.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
awesome.
You're the best.
Let's go. No, you guys are the best.
No, you.
No, you.
Oh my god.
You're so great.
No,
Exactly.
no, you. Sorry, I just had to
Pointed
jump.
topic.
It was a
Exactly.
blast. Thank you guys for allowing me the honor to play.
No, honestly,
Absolutely.
Thank
it's
you
awesome.
for literally having us and making the story so amazing and putting up with our bullshit.
Right?
especially.
And by bullshit, I mean 100% Inu. Just
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you know what? That's so
I just
true.
wanna-
Let's
I
talk.
just wanna, dude, fuck it. I just fucking wanna let this dude do it.
this silent, menacing Lucas in the background, just like.
Yeah. It's like, I'll put a bullet in you. Don't move.
All right, let's go share the love of the void, and let's go raid and lock the magic.
Woo! Raidy raid!
Thanks, guys.
All right, hold
Hugs
on.
and kisses. I have another game tonight in my Discord if you want to come listen.
All right.
If you're a fan of Star Wars.
Who is this person? Someone DM me the person we're rating. By the way, for my own chat, I will be on later on. I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a little break, but I will be on later on with Gotham Knights. So we're gonna play that. So you get 2
Gotham
streams in a day to make up for
That's dope.
yesterday.
Guys, thanks so much. Hugs and
Thank you,
kisses.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And okay, who are we gonna raid? Someone send me their info.
I added you in the general OOC, the
Thank-
username.
Thank you, Nat.
Mhm.
Okay.
Blind.
I'm gonna say this is
Ziggy, we can't be doing that to the children. We gotta take them home.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna say the feels.
Ooh.
Okay, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Money.
I'm gonna send out my squad and then I'll be right back. So un momento, por favor. Where am I? There I am. I'm gonna deafen for a bit. Everybody, so I am gonna send you all packing, but I will be back later on today for for how can I say? I'll be back. I'll be playing Gotham Knights. We're gonna play that with Bear. So yeah, please stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna take a little mini break, and also Melty. Everybody wish Melty that she gets better soon. We love you, Melty. Okay, please get better soon. So we're gonna call it the Feels Raid because there was a lot of fucking emotions. You know, I was really indecisive of whether or not Viola should come through, but honestly, Viola seeing all the devastation, and this is a really big first for her. Honestly, I would be like, she would feel so bad because she destroyed one family for her own, and her whole point of this thing is like not to become to get rid of the monster from inside of her. So I felt like that was the course that she would take. So crazy. But anyways, we're calling the Feels Raid. So the first message is for all that have not subbed, and that's okay. You're just following, we're having a good time. But you know what? Let's send out wait, did I cancel a raid? I did. Let's change that. I'm sorry. Una momento, por favor. Oh, crap. Ugh. Unlock magic. There we go. So I'm sending you from one D&D thing to another. So I hope you guys can find some fun times with that. Unlock. Oh, it's the magic. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to send you over to her. So yeah. Please have a great day, great whatevers, whoever you are, wherever you are. Time, space, and dimension. As always, Spectre is always looking out for you. So have a fun time, everybody, and see you later today with Gotham Knights. Jane and Ada Ada. Okay, the raid went through. Yay!